Have you ever felt a strange pull, a feeling you couldn't explain, like a force guiding you toward something? Maybe it's a repeated number that keeps popping up, a vivid dream that feels almost too real, or a sense of déjà vu that gives you chills. What if these moments weren't just random? What if they were signs, signals from another version of you, reaching out from a parallel reality? Here's the mind-bending truth. According to concepts in quantum physics and metaphysics, you might not be living a single isolated life. Instead, you could be part of a vast network of alternate versions of yourself, each one exploring different paths and possibilities. These parallel selves may be trying to connect with you, guiding you through signs and synchronicities. Sounds impossible? Maybe. But more and more people are finding meaning and guidance through these subtle signals, and they're realizing that these signs could hold the key to unlocking their highest potential. In this journey, we're going to explore exactly how these signs show up and what they mean. From reality glitches to angel numbers, each message from your alternate self might be a call to align with your true purpose. Imagine if, by recognizing these signs, you could tap into the wisdom and experiences of every version of yourself, gaining insights that lead you to a life filled with greater purpose, clarity, and fulfillment. So, if you've ever felt like you're part of something bigger, like your life might be connected to realities beyond what you can see, stay with me. By the end of this, you'll not only understand these signs but also learn how to harness them to create a life that's fully in tune with your highest self. Ready to unlock the secrets your parallel self has been waiting to share? Imagine if you weren't just one person living one life. Imagine that every decision you make creates a new path, a whole new version of you, living out the what-ifs in separate realities. Scientists and metaphysicists believe this could be true. And if it is, you might not be as alone in your life journey as you think. Have you ever felt a sudden sense of déjà vu or noticed a perfect coincidence that felt too aligned to be random? These moments could be more than they appear. They might be a direct link from one of your alternate selves. Kind of exciting, right? Think about it. Those small, mysterious glitches in life might be tiny windows into these parallel worlds, where your other selves live different experiences, make different choices, and achieve different dreams. Imagine that, at times, these selves send you signals, nudging you, reminding you, whispering in your ear. We're talking about dimension hopping, a mind-bending idea where different versions of you interact across realities. If you could tap into these realities, how much could you learn? And what secrets about yourself might you uncover? Here's something even more fascinating. These alternate versions of you may be reaching out with intuitive insights to guide you on your path. Have you ever had a sudden gut feeling that seemed to come out of nowhere, only to find it led you exactly where you needed to be? Some people believe this could be a form of higher self-communication, with other versions of you dropping hints and clues, helping you make the right choices. Imagine if you could actually tune in and listen more closely to these messages. Who knows what they might be trying to tell you? Let's challenge what we think about reality itself for a second. What if these subtle hints and insights aren't random at all? They might be subconscious messages from alternate timelines, nudging you toward your highest potential. Every strong hunch, every fleeting thought could be part of your consciousness expanding, helping you to manifest a life that's in true alignment with who you're meant to be. So, ask yourself, are you paying attention? Because each moment could be a key to something bigger, something that brings you closer to your truest self. If you've ever found yourself wondering why certain dreams feel so real or why certain ideas pop into your head out of the blue, it could be your parallel self reaching out. This isn't just a random thought. These could be messages inviting you to explore deeper, to recognize that life isn't limited to what we see. Each time you tune into these signals, you step closer to a profound spiritual awakening. Ever thought of embracing these signs? Doing so might just expand your view of reality itself, helping you tap into a world of alternate timelines. Here's where things get practical. What if you could actually strengthen these connections? Some people use meditation or practice astral projection, hoping to interact directly with their alternate selves. By tuning into energy vibrations and focusing on frequency alignment, They believe they can create a bridge between realities. It's like giving yourself a chance to download insights from your other selves, bringing wisdom from across timelines into your life now. Imagine the guidance you could receive if you could tap into even one of these dimensions. Sound like something worth exploring? So, let's put this all together. Picture each universe with a different version of you, each one with unique experiences, each one ready to offer guidance. The question isn't just whether these other yous exist, it's what they're trying to tell you. What if you could harness their experiences and use their lessons to create a life that truly resonates with your purpose? And if these signs are reaching out to you, why wouldn't you listen? Have you ever wondered how two things can be deeply connected, even if separated by an unimaginable distance? Quantum entanglement suggests exactly this, that particles can stay linked, instantly influencing each other, no matter how far apart they are. Now, imagine if consciousness worked the same way, connecting you to versions of yourself across alternate timelines. What if every thought or feeling you experience has echoes in the lives of your parallel selves? Perhaps these aren't just random emotions, but rather insights from a quantum bond that transcends time and space. Think about it. If particles can interact across distances, then maybe you, too, are connected to other realities. In each universe, you might be living a different life, yet sharing experiences through an unseen connection. This means that thoughts, ideas, and even sudden emotions could be messages traveling from these alternate selves. When you feel an unexplained pull or a burst of inspiration, it might not just be you. It could be your consciousness tapping into something far larger, a field of energy that connects all your parallel lives. Here's where string theory adds another layer. It proposes that everything, even particles, vibrates on invisible strings that create different dimensions. Imagine that your thoughts are strung along these same dimensions, each one connecting with a different reality. This energy alignment could be the reason why you experience moments of intense clarity or purpose without knowing why. These intuitive insights might actually be experiences from another version of yourself, passed along through these strings to help you grow and make decisions that align with your highest path. Let's get personal. How often do you feel like there's something more to the choices you're drawn to, almost as if an invisible force is guiding you? This might be more than just intuition. It could be a connection with a parallel self who's already experienced these choices. Imagine receiving guidance not only from your own instincts but from versions of yourself that exist in other dimensions. If you tune into these feelings, you might be able to make timeline jumps, realigning your life path to match a version of you who's already achieved what you desire most. What if your parallel selves are facing similar struggles and sending solutions across these invisible bonds? Maybe that sudden moment of clarity or the idea that seems to come out of nowhere is actually a message from one of these alternate selves. This process is more than theoretical. It's a conscious expansion of who you are, bringing you closer to manifesting your deepest potential. By opening yourself to these possibilities, you aren't just imagining a better life. You're aligning with a higher self that already exists. And think about this. Each experience in one timeline could actually ripple through these other dimensions, shaping realities that you'll never fully see but can still feel. This frequency alignment between you and your parallel selves could be the answer to unlocking greater success, deeper fulfillment, or even unexpected transformation. Imagine every thought you have as a note in a song, harmonizing with a symphony played across countless versions of you. When you recognize these connections, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and a powerful tool for personal growth. So, what if you could actively strengthen these connections? Practices like meditation, deep visualization, or even dream journaling could help you access these subtle influences from parallel realities. By focusing on your energy vibrations, you might be able to bridge this quantum gap and tap into a more profound level of guidance. And as you connect more deeply with these alternate selves, you may start to notice new paths unfolding right in front of you, leading you toward a life that's more aligned with your true purpose. Are you ready to explore what these connections could reveal? Have you noticed repeated numbers like 1111 or 333 showing up in your life? These are known as angel numbers, sequences believed to carry hidden messages, often seen on clocks, receipts, or license plates. In the world of numerology and spirituality, these numbers are thought to be signals from higher realms or parallel versions of yourself. They appear as subtle nudges, drawing your attention to a specific moment, thought, or path in your life. If you start seeing these numbers frequently, it might be time to pay closer attention to the deeper message. So, what exactly are angel numbers, and why do they matter? Each number sequence has its own vibration and meaning, acting as a form of communication that bypasses words. For example, seeing 1111 is often considered a sign of alignment, meaning you're on the right path or that your intentions are about to manifest. When you see 333, it could indicate that your life is balanced or that you are receiving guidance from an unseen realm. The more you notice these numbers, the more they may be showing you alignment points with your higher self or alternate selves across timelines. You might wonder how these angel numbers connect to parallel versions of yourself. Think of it this way. If you exist across multiple realities, each with its unique experiences, then numbers can serve as checkpoints that sync you with the choices or lessons your alternate selves have learned. Angel numbers act like a bridge, connecting you to shared moments of significance. By noticing and interpreting these sequences, you open yourself up to communication that could help you realign your life path with one that's already been explored by another version of you. Let's dive into some examples. Seeing 1111 repeatedly often signals a powerful moment of manifestation or spiritual awakening. It could mean that all versions of you, across various timelines, are aligning, guiding you toward choices that harmonize with your highest potential. If 333 keeps popping up, it could mean you're being supported by other versions of yourself or by spiritual guides. So, the next time you spot these numbers, pause for a moment. Reflect on what you're thinking or feeling at that exact moment. It could be a direct message from a parallel self. You may be wondering, how do I interpret these numbers in a way that benefits me? Start by tuning in to your thoughts and emotions each time an angel number appears. For example, if you're questioning a big decision and you see 1111, this could be a sign of encouragement to trust your intuition and proceed with confidence. By associating these numbers with your current experiences, you build a personal understanding of their meanings. Angel numbers don't just give generic advice. They offer targeted messages that apply to your unique life circumstances, if you're willing to listen. Another question people often have is, can I influence when I see angel numbers? While it's difficult to control exactly when these numbers appear, you can create conditions to notice them more. Practices like mindfulness, journaling, or meditating on questions you have can heighten your awareness of these signals. By setting an intention, such as, I want guidance on my career path, and staying open to the messages around you, you might start seeing numbers that align with your thoughts and questions. These subtle signs help you tune into a more intuitive way of living. Ultimately, angel numbers are just one of many ways the universe, and potentially your parallel selves, communicate with you. They serve as reminders that you're part of something much bigger than what you see. When you tune into these signals, you're practicing a form of conscious expansion, allowing yourself to connect with higher dimensions of knowledge. So the next time you see a number sequence that feels meaningful, don't dismiss it as a coincidence. Take a moment to reflect, tune in, and consider what message might be waiting for you. After all, these messages could be guiding you toward a life that's aligned with your truest self. Have you ever had a thought pop into your mind that felt like it came from nowhere? Or a dream so vivid it felt real? Many believe these thoughts and dreams aren't random. They may actually be glimpses into the lives of your parallel selves. If you exist across multiple timelines, it's possible that your consciousness occasionally taps into their experiences, sending you intuitive insights or emotions that reflect their choices. This connection can serve as a subtle guide, nudging you toward decisions that align with your higher purpose. Let's break down how this works. In the same way that particles can be entangled and affect each other at a distance, our consciousness might be entangled with alternate versions of ourselves. When you suddenly think of a goal or idea you've never considered, it could be a signal from a parallel self that's already pursued that path. By tuning into these thoughts, you may uncover subconscious messages, offering clues about what you're truly capable of achieving. Imagine each dream or urge as a signpost, pointing you toward paths you might not have noticed otherwise. Think of your dreams as windows into alternate realities. Some theories suggest that while we sleep, our subconscious mind can travel across timelines, briefly experiencing the lives of our parallel selves. That might explain why certain dreams feel so detailed or emotionally charged. They could be real experiences from another version of you. These dreams aren't just random. They're filled with symbolic meaning, guiding you with subconscious messages. By analyzing recurring dreams or powerful emotions, you can begin to interpret what your parallel selves might be trying to teach you. Now, here's a practical tip. Start paying close attention to recurring thoughts and emotions, especially those that seem unusual or persistent. When a specific idea or vision keeps resurfacing, consider that it might be influenced by a parallel self. Let's say you suddenly feel drawn to learn a new skill or make a big life change. These urges could be a form of higher self-communication, insights pulled from a version of you who's already walked that path. Embracing these thoughts can act as a timeline jump, shifting you toward a version of yourself that aligns with your fullest potential. You might be wondering, how can I use this knowledge to make better decisions? A great way to start is by keeping a dream journal. Each morning, write down what you remember from your dreams, as well as any powerful thoughts or emotions you experienced. Over time, patterns may emerge, helping you understand what your subconscious mind is trying to communicate. This practice not only enhances your intuitive insights but also helps you recognize subtle signals from your alternate selves, giving you a deeper perspective on your choices. Here's another method: meditation. Set aside time to focus on any thoughts or dreams that feel significant. By calming your mind, you can tune into the energy vibrations from your parallel lives, accessing insights that might otherwise remain hidden. This focus on frequency alignment allows you to receive guidance directly, almost like downloading information from alternate timelines. The more you practice, the easier it becomes to sense which thoughts are truly your own and which might be whispers from another version of you. So, what if you were to fully embrace these influences? Imagine living in alignment with all of your parallel selves, drawing on their strengths, knowledge, and experience. By consciously acknowledging these thoughts and dreams, you allow yourself to expand, integrating wisdom from beyond your current reality. Each insight you act on brings you closer to a more connected and purposeful life, one where you're in harmony with all versions of yourself. And as you tap into this multi-dimensional web of experience, you might just find that your path becomes clearer than ever before. Have you ever experienced a moment when reality seemed to glitch? Maybe you remember an event happening a certain way, only to find out others recall it differently. Or perhaps you've noticed objects appearing or disappearing unexpectedly. These are often called reality glitches and may be moments where different dimensions intersect, brief overlaps where you sense or experience an alternate reality. Such moments feel surreal because they challenge our perception of a stable, linear world. Could these glitches be glimpses of alternate timelines colliding with ours? Let's dig into what these glitches mean. They're more than strange coincidences. They may indicate intersections between parallel dimensions. According to some theories, when you experience a reality glitch, your consciousness might be temporarily aligning with an alternate version of yourself, one who's lived a slightly different reality. These brief overlaps could create conflicting memories or even shifts in your physical surroundings. Each glitch offers a chance to question what we take for granted as real and wonder if there's more to our reality perception than meets the eye. Ever heard of the Mandela effect? This phenomenon is a type of reality glitch where large groups of people remember events, names, or details differently than how they're recorded. It's named after many people falsely recalling Nelson Mandela's death in the 1980s, even though he passed away in 2013. Instances like this hint that collective reality glitches might occur when timelines merge or shift. If our minds can retain fragments of alternate realities, then these glitches may actually be proof of alternate timelines brushing against our own. How can we tell when we're experiencing a true reality glitch? Start by noticing if the event feels unusually vivid or unsettling. Perhaps you put your keys in one place, only to find them somewhere else entirely. These kinds of experiences could indicate a momentary shift between dimensions, a blip where you align with an alternate self's actions or choices. By staying mindful of these moments, you might discover patterns or messages from parallel selves trying to guide you or show you a new perspective. Some believe that reality glitches are messages from our higher selves or alternate versions of us, urging us to re-examine our paths. For example, if you suddenly remember an event differently than those around you, consider it a gentle nudge to look closer at your own beliefs and assumptions. What if these shifts in perception are signs to become more adaptable and open-minded, allowing you to better navigate life's uncertainties? Instead of ignoring these glitches, treating them as learning opportunities might help you tune into the frequency alignment between your present self and alternate lives. If you're interested in actively exploring these glitches, here's a practical approach. Keep a glitch journal. Each time something odd or unexplainable happens, write down the details. Describe the event, your feelings, and the circumstances surrounding it. Over time, this practice can help you detect patterns, potentially linking certain glitches to specific thoughts, decisions, or emotional states. Observing these patterns could reveal valuable subconscious messages, helping you deepen your consciousness expansion and connect more closely with your higher self. Reality glitches may feel unsettling at first, but they offer a unique opportunity to expand your understanding of existence. When you view these glitches as signs of alternate timelines interacting with ours, they become powerful moments of insight rather than random quirks. Imagine that each glitch holds a hidden message, helping you question, adapt, and grow. Could it be that these glimpses into other realities are trying to show you a version of yourself who's already taken the path you're considering? With each new glitch, you might just find yourself one step closer to uncovering the wisdom within these alternate timelines. Have you ever noticed certain patterns or symbols repeatedly showing up in your life? Maybe a specific song plays every time you're thinking about a decision, or you keep seeing the same animal wherever you go. These experiences, known as synchronicities, are more than coincidences. They're often messages from your parallel selves, guiding you toward choices aligned with your highest path. Synchronicities invite us to pay attention, to tune into signs that might reveal the next step we're meant to take. Synchronicities occur when meaningful connections arise in ways that can't easily be explained. They're like subtle nudges from the universe, aligning events, symbols, or people to catch your attention. These moments may be your alternate selves, subtly pointing you toward opportunities for growth or change. When you notice these signs, take a moment to reflect. What's happening in your life at that moment? What decision or path are you considering? By treating these patterns as guidance, you open yourself to a deeper layer of reality perception. Now, let's dive into how synchronicities might actually work. Imagine that each version of you across parallel timelines is exploring different paths, learning different lessons. When your intentions or choices align closely with an alternate self, your energy vibrations might resonate across dimensions. This frequency alignment could create synchronicities, which show up in your life as patterns, numbers, or other symbolic cues. In a way, it's as if your other selves are sending you signals, helping you connect with the path that's most aligned with your higher purpose. If you're wondering how to interpret these synchronicities, start by observing the context. Let's say you repeatedly see a particular number or symbol just as you're facing an important decision. This pattern could be a message urging you to follow a specific direction. For example, if you frequently see the number 777 when considering a new project, some believe this could signify alignment with spiritual growth or luck, a positive affirmation that the decision resonates with your highest self. Noticing these patterns allows you to tune into the guidance of your higher self communication. Another powerful approach is to create your own synchronicity map. Take a notebook and each time you experience a synchronicity, jot down the details, the symbol, your thoughts, and any choices you're considering. Over time, patterns may emerge, revealing a conversation between you and your alternate selves. You might discover that certain symbols consistently show up when you're on the right path, or that certain numbers seem to appear when a change is needed. This practice strengthens your intuitive insights, helping you access messages that guide you toward your most fulfilling path. Let's take it further. Synchronicities don't just have to be passive signs, they can actively shape your reality. By paying attention to these messages, you're training your mind to notice and align with your intentions. For example, if you're manifesting a new opportunity and keep seeing signs related to it, treat these as affirmations that you're drawing closer to your goal. Recognizing synchronicities isn't just about interpreting symbols, it's about engaging with a larger web of consciousness. Each sign you follow brings you closer to experiencing a reality in tune with your true desires. So, what would happen if you fully embraced synchronicities as guidance from your parallel selves? By acknowledging these signs and acting on them, you could create a life path enriched by insights from alternate timelines. Imagine each synchronicity as a compass, guiding you toward choices that align with your most authentic self. Could it be that these patterns are opening doors to a reality where you're already thriving? By seeing each synchronicity as an invitation to align with your higher purpose, you unlock a new way to live, a way that's in harmony with all versions of yourself. Have you ever caught yourself seeing the numbers 1111 or 333 repeatedly, like on clocks, license plates, or receipts? These aren't just numbers, they're believed to be signs, specific messages with spiritual significance. In numerology and spiritual practices, these numbers resonate with distinct energies that can guide you in your personal journey. Seeing 1111 or 333 can indicate key moments in your life when you're aligning with something greater. These numbers are considered markers of consciousness expansion, moments where your life may be intersecting with that of your alternate selves. Let's start with 1111. This number is widely recognized as a powerful signal, often referred to as an awakening code. When you see 1111, it may mean you're in harmony with your intentions and goals, like a green light from the universe encouraging you to continue on your path. In the context of parallel lives, 1111 may signify that your timelines are aligning, allowing you to sync up with the wisdom or experiences of your alternate selves. This alignment may come when you're about to make a pivotal decision, guiding you toward choices that resonate with your higher self. Now, 333 is another influential number with its own unique energy. Known as the number of support, 333 often appears when you're seeking guidance, facing a challenge, or feeling uncertain. It's a reminder that you're not alone, and it symbolizes support from other versions of yourself or even spiritual guides. Seeing 333 may mean that your alternate selves are sending you subconscious messages, especially during times of personal growth. Think of it as a comforting signal, letting you know that there's strength and insight available to help you along the way. So how can you use these numbers as practical tools for self-discovery? When you see 1111 or 333, pause and reflect on your current thoughts and feelings. What are you focusing on at that moment? If you're in the middle of making a decision, seeing these numbers could be a sign to trust your intuition. For instance, if 1111 appears while you're contemplating a new project, it might mean you're on the right track. On the other hand, 333 could remind you to seek support, either from loved ones or through practices that connect you with your higher self. For those interested in exploring these signals further, try using a number log to track each time you encounter 1111 or 333. Record the date, time, and your thoughts or situation when you see these numbers. This can help reveal patterns and deeper meanings behind these experiences. Over time, you may notice that 1111 tends to appear during moments of alignment with your goals, while 333 shows up when you're in need of guidance or reassurance. This approach can transform random occurrences into intentional signs, guiding your reality perception and decision-making. Let's dive into the deeper meaning of these numbers as signals from parallel lives. Some believe that when you see 1111 or 333, you're receiving insights from alternate timelines where your choices have already played out. These numbers might reflect moments of timeline jumps, where you're catching glimpses of a reality where you're already on the path you're currently considering. Each number serves as a subtle reminder that you're connected to these alternate versions of yourself, sharing a common thread of wisdom and experience. Imagine if you could live with the awareness that each time you see 1111 or 333, you're receiving direct guidance from a version of yourself that's been there before. Embracing these signals can give you confidence, knowing that you're supported by all versions of you. The next time you see 1111, treat it as a sign that your actions align with your highest purpose. And when 333 appears, remember that you're part of a larger, interconnected web of guidance and support. By actively engaging with these numbers, you empower yourself to make choices that lead to a life in harmony with your highest potential. You've now explored a range of signs that suggest you may not be alone in your journey. Each synchronicity, reality glitch, angel number, or unusual dream could be a whisper from your parallel selves, each version of you, guiding, nudging, and aligning you with paths they've already walked. These signs are more than coincidences. They're opportunities to connect with higher parts of yourself that offer insights beyond your current awareness. When you see angel numbers or experience time glitches, don't just brush them off. Ask yourself what they mean, what thoughts or choices you're facing at that moment. These aren't random moments. They're clues, subtle hints that another version of you might already have answers you're searching for. Embracing these moments can lead you to new levels of self-discovery and a more expanded consciousness. You're not just you. You're part of a network of parallel lives, each one adding depth and wisdom to your journey. Imagine if you could actually strengthen these connections with your other selves. Through mindful practices, like meditation, dream journaling, or tracking synchronicities, you can deepen your awareness of these signs. Each technique serves as a bridge, linking you to an expanded reality. You have the power to use these experiences as tools for manifestation and personal growth, aligning yourself with a timeline that best serves your higher self. What might happen if you made a habit of listening to these cues? Every sign you notice, be it a repeated number, an oddly vivid dream, or a reality glitch, is part of a larger conversation. You're not only engaging with alternate timelines but learning from them, guided by a higher consciousness that spans across versions of you. As you tune into these signs, you gain insight into choices that are aligned with your purpose and true desires. These moments are your opportunity to explore who you really are across all dimensions, living a life that's deeply resonant with your highest goals. If you've ever doubted your path or felt uncertain, these signs from your parallel selves can offer a reassuring perspective. They remind you that you're supported, not just by people around you but by other versions of yourself. Each signal is an invitation to explore your own potential and bring the wisdom of alternate lives into your present reality. So, what will you do the next time you encounter a meaningful sign? Will you follow it? Remember, every synchronicity, every glitch, is a guide. By embracing these signs, you're opening yourself to a life where you're consciously aligning with your highest self, using the experiences of all yourselves to move forward. It's a powerful, almost magical feeling, realizing that you're supported across dimensions. This isn't just about living in the present. It's about living with the awareness that you're connected to an expanded self that stretches across countless versions of reality. So, next time you encounter a sign, don't ignore it. Reflect, ask yourself what it's pointing you toward, and consider the choices it's inviting you to make. You're part of a larger, interconnected web of existence, and each sign is a reminder of the extraordinary reality you're living in. You have the power to make choices that align with the highest version of yourself. Why not embrace the guidance that's already all around you? Now that you're aware of the signs your parallel self might be sending you, imagine how your life could transform if you started paying closer attention. Every reality glitch, angel number, or powerful dream could be a call, guiding you toward a life fully aligned with your highest self. When you embrace these signs, you're tapping into a network of wisdom and experience, connecting with insights from alternate timelines to lead you forward. So, here's my challenge to you. Don't let these signs go unnoticed. Reflect, journal, meditate on them, and see where this path leads you. If this video resonated with you, share it with someone who could also benefit from tuning into their own signs. Let's grow this community of people exploring their highest potential. Together, we can hit our first milestone of 100 subscribers. Subscribe and turn on notifications, so you'll be the first to know when the next video drops. If these insights sparked something in you, don't stop here. Join me in the next step of this journey. Click here to continue. This next video is a key piece of the puzzle, and I have a feeling it might just surprise you. Let's dive even deeper into unlocking your true potential, together.